My hat seems extra floofy today. Welcome to day number 8 of our Mash and Drum Advent Calendar series. The month is going fast. Christmas is upon us. Grinch, I caught you glaring at the fireplace yesterday like, I don't know, like it insulted your mother or something. Is that heart starting to grow 3 sizes bigger? Oh, I see. Today's pork chop is a little salty today. I just want to know what was so fascinating about the fireplace, that's all. I heard another one of your ear-bleeding Christmas songs the other day, and I decided to try something. Do you mean chestnuts roasting on an open fire? Yes, the moment those velvety vocals start, I can feel my blood pressure roasting more than any chestnut. It's a beautiful song, and it's personally my favorite song of all time. Oh, well that figures. Well, what does that mean? Because I know you enjoy being lulled into a false sense of cozy security. Chestnuts roasting. Nothing about slowly cooking nuts over a fire will make the cold of winter go away. Grinch, just because the song doesn't make winter go away doesn't mean it can't wait. Did you try roasting chestnuts? Is that what I smelled? Listen, Nat King Cole has a voice smoother than whipped butter. But the song lies. No one can roast chestnuts anymore. I tried. And, well, they exploded. That sounds a little bit like a user error problem. You have to score the top so, you know, the peels have time to open up so you can get to the chestnut. Didn't you do any research? Oh, really? Well, excuse me for not having a culinary degree in holiday nut preparation. All right, I'll give you that, but did you even listen to the lyrics? Yes, it lists everything ever invented like it's checking off a friggin' Christmas Hallmark bingo card. Fireplace, check. Jack Frost, check. Carols, check. Tiny Tots? Well, creepy, but check. Come on, tiny tots with their eyes all aglow. That's adorable. They're talking about children. Is it, or is it a sign those tiny tots are dangerously close to the fire? Someone get them back 6 feet. Fire safety and nut safety, people. Nut safety, really? That's great. You're impossible. No, I'm being realistic. Every time that song comes on, it tries to hypnotize me into feeling nostalgic and sentimental. It almost succeeded. What do you mean almost? I went outside and dunked my head in snow to recover. Ah, Grinch, you're fighting it, man. That song has mystical powers over a lot of people, and I think you as well. Yes, which is why it must be stopped. That song is a gateway to emotions and holiday cheer, and I don't want to fall for that again. That snow is cold and it went in my ears. I didn't think you had ears. Okay, well, anyway, the Christmas song is famous for its line, "Chestnuts roasting on an open fire," was written by jazz legend Mel Torme and Bob Wells in July 1945, inspired by Wells's childhood memories of Boston street vendors and written on a sweltering day to think cool. That doesn't make sense. Well, that's the story. In fact, Bob Wells told Mel Torme that he had been trying to do everything to cool down on that hot day in Boston. Wells said, "I thought that maybe if I could just write down a few lines of a wintry verse, I could psychologically get an edge over the heat." 45 minutes later, the lyrics of what would be the Christmas song were finished. What does it have to do with chestnuts? It's just a line in the song, Grinch. In fact, the Nat King Cole Trio first recorded it in 1946, and Cole's subsequent versions, especially the 1961 orchestral recording, made it a beloved holiday standard, keeping the tradition of roasted chestnuts alive. To that fact, my family and we roast chestnuts every year. After losing my grandmother several years ago, it was really her tradition. We really try and keep going. We boiled them for a bit first, dried them, and then roasted them in the oven until they were ready. Then I remember her taking that hot tray, putting it right in the middle of the table, and we would all grab a chestnut, peel them, and dig in. It's kind of a fond memory for me. Okay, listen, you're starting to make me feel things. I do miss my grandma Grinch. She made the best roast beast. I know, Grinch, I get it. I really miss my grandma too. And before we both start getting choked up, would it be better if we talked about a different song? Yes, something less cozy, less nostalgic, less likely to awaken feelings. Maybe heavy metal or silence or the sounds of chestnuts exploding. Well, based on history, you definitely know what that sounds like. All right, day number 8, let's go. Welcome back to the Mash and Drum. I am Jason C, and this is day number 8 of the 2025 Holiday Advent Calendar called the How Much Would I Pay Mash and Drum Advent Calendar Countdown to Christmas Day. As always, each day I open up a blind sample, nose it, taste it, guess the proof, guess the whiskey, ultimately determine how much I want to pay for the whiskey based on what I'm tasting. After I name my price I would pay for it, I reveal the sample and compare my price to the actual price of the sample. All right, so let's get this poured. Today's sample comes from Jesse Lucero, AKA The Bourbon Coach. So Jesse, thanks for sending this along. I'm gonna pour this whole thing in the glass, why not? Oh, I actually can smell it already. All right, let's see what we got today, here we go. Oh, holy crap, that smells good. Okay. There's a little dusty corn note in there. Dusty corn is hard to describe, like what that is, yet I know it when I smell it. It's just a weird thing. Oh man, this is fantastic. This is molasses, cherry. It feels like there's some age to this, but I'm gonna wait until I taste this thing. Man, molasses, there's almost like a pralines and cream type thing going on. All right, this feels like, this whiskey has depth already. It smells like a bourbon. That's where my gut's telling me to go. But this has some depth to it. Man, a little bit of that oak char is in there, right on the back end of the nose. Yeah, it has like a slight hint of smoke on it too. This thing is layered in a good way. I love the sweet flavors. I love the oak char. Seems like there's some good spice, maybe some good baking spice in here. But that praline note that's in here is really, really inviting. All right, let's give it a try. Here we go. That's pretty delicious. Here's the thing. I don't think there's a big age on this. It's dark, it's oak spice. I might take a few liberties with the guesses here. We'll see if I'm right or not. But man, this is, it's got a lot of sweetness to it. As soon as it hits the palate, my favorite part of this whiskey is right when it hits the front of the tongue, you get that, I call it the Pop Rocks effect, where things just start, sparkling on the front of your tongue, and you get these nice little like flavors, and then all of a sudden it turns from spice and sweet, then you get all these developing layered flavors, including, again, that praline, that really rich like caramel toffee note that's on the mid palate here. Yeah, it's totally pralines and cream with like molasses. Oh my gosh. This is dessert in a glass. It's got a nice little proof point to it. I mean, my mind wants me to go to like a Buffalo Trace product. Not quite sure if we're there with that. Maybe it does have some age to it. Get some oak, get some nice spice to it. I'm not really getting any of the weird flavors that I would get if I thought it was double oaked or anything like that. This one's really good. I'm gonna need one more sip and then we'll start doing our guesses here. Yeah, I love the entire experience here. Again, front to back, they're spiced, they're sweet. That pralines and cream note right on the back end. Maybe a hint of a dark fruit. Good oak profile on the back end. This is fantastic. All right, so what is it? I'm gonna guess it's a bourbon first and foremost. Pretty sure I'm right about that. As far as age goes, age is tricky, but I'm gonna say this has some age to it. I was kind of hedging on that in the beginning. I'm gonna say this is like 10 years old. Maybe it's a little less, but I feel like this is like a 10-year-old product at least. So I'm gonna say 10 years old. Proof on this one, I'll put the proof right about 120. I think the proof it's got great spice. I was thinking maybe going like the 1 teens, but this has a long lingering finish. You know what? I'm gonna bump that up to like 124. Let's go 124 for the proof on this one. Distiller. I don't know, this is sweet, man. I'm gonna stick with my first gut. I'm gonna say Buffalo Trace. It's got some really sweet flavors to this thing. I'm gonna say it's a Buffalo Trace product. Is it finished? My mind went to maybe it's double oaked because there was a lot of very sweet and rich depth to it. It could be double oaked or rebarreled. I don't know, but for this guess, I'm gonna say it's not finished. And what would I pay for this? Man, this is good. I'd pay $100 for this. I think it's that good. There's just a lot of layers here. All right, I think I have my guesses. Let's see what it is. Let's see what Jesse sent. All right, Jesse, I just ripped open the envelope. All right, he wrote me a little thing here. Okay, happy holidays. Thank you for all you've given to the community. The information, knowledge, and laughter has become a blast. Now on to your newest chapter, Drum Key. Thank you so much, Jesse. Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay. And this makes sense with the dusty corn note. This is a Booker's Old Style small batch. So Booker's, when it started in the late 80s, I think it was 88 it started, 87, 88, something like that. When Booker's first started, I'll fact check myself here, but they didn't have names like they do now. You know, they didn't have like, Country Ham and Front Porch Batch. That wasn't happening back then. They first started giving the Booker's batches codes. C87D14 is this one. The barrel date in this one was 1987. It's actually 7 years, 8 months, and 0 days. So this tastes way older than I think it actually is. Proof on this one, I'm glad I went up. I set up to 124. It's actually 126.1. So the proof meter, the more sips I took, it got it right. And as far as, distiller, it's actually a bean product. This is Booker's. This does not taste like modern Booker's at all. And every time I've been lucky enough to taste one of these old Booker's, they don't taste like modern Booker's at all. Modern Booker's today it's very peanut heavy, it's very peanut shell, it can be a little bit harsher. This, even though it's falling in line with the current Booker's batches around 7 years is what we're seeing in today's market, they do not taste like this. This was fantastic. That is freaking delicious. Jesse, hold on to that bottle and enjoy it, man. And thank you so much for sharing it. Killer sample here on day number 8. Thanks, man. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed day number 8 here on the Master Drum Advent Calendar. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that subscribe button below. Please hit the like button, and if you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram. Let me know down in the comments if you've been lucky enough to try one of these old batch Bookers. This thing just tastes phenomenal. I really do wish Booker's tasted like this or still tasted like this. This is so good. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. Cheers. I'll see you tomorrow for day number 9 right here on the Master Drum. Cheers, folks.